All right, today is going to be part 4. Right here, we're going to talk about City Hall, we're going to talk about State Office, and we're going to talk about the Federal Office today. So, now we're going to make sure we never forget this as part 1, part 2, part 3. Right here, say, remember the County Clerk Office and the State Secretary Office, like Texas, Louisiana, or your State Secretary, and the U.S. Treasury, are what? The most powerful office in the United States for America, Republican land, and your state. Always remember that here. And right here, the County Clerk Office and your State Secretary Office and the U.S. Treasury are the what? Enforcer of what? The alien property custodian and the what? General power and the duty, aka the guardian and the gatekeeper of the what? U.S. Constitution. Yeah, U.S. Constitution of what? Article 4. Always remember that, people. Every video I'm going to do is always going to be about Article 4, Section 1, Section 2, and Section 4 in your county and state and country. Always remember, people, I'm always going to keep mentioning what? U.S. Constitution, Article 4, Section 1, Section 2, and Article 4. The reason why you cannot have no criminal statute without Article 4. You cannot have no arrest without Article 4. You cannot have a red light, a siren light come on and pull you over without Article 4. Always remember that. You know, always remember that here. Go back to my part 1, part 2, part 3. You know, I'm going to keep breaking down the county clerk. Here we go, right here. County Clerk Office. The deed, the recorder, the mortgaging, and the what? Conveyor office. Now, let's look at City Hall before we go to the state and federal. Now, City Hall. Now, right here we got City Hall, right? Now, I put reverse right there. See reverse? Reverse is what? City Councilor, the Revenue Department. Right here, the elected official in your City Hall, right? In your city. This is what you're really supposed to have, you know, as a Republican. This is what you're supposed to have. Your Constitution is Republican, and this right here is Republican, elected official. What's an elected official? The number 1 in the City Hall is the City Council. I always tell people, the City Council is the most powerful people, not the mayor, not the City Treasury. The City Council is the most powerful person. If you understand the City Hall, you'll understand who got the money and who controlled the bag of money. The city councilor controlled the bag of money. They make the city law and everything. Now, the mayor can veto or he can sign it, but it's the city councilor. The city council is the most powerful person in your city, not the mayor, not the city treasury. What happened, when the city council come up with a budget, they take the money, give it to the mayor, and give it to the city treasury. Well, the city treasury collect the money, give it to the city hall. I mean, to the city councilor. Now, right here you go, city councilor, right? If you go over here, the financial department. Sometimes in the city hall, you got financial department, you got budget department, you may have com controller. One of them 3 is the finance department, budget department, or com controller department. And inside that city hall. The reason why I say that, the financial department most of the time is the one that what? Paid the salary of the what? Police officer. They pay the salary of what? The financial department. They pay the salary of what? Department of Public Health. They pay the salary of the what? Department of Human Relationship or the Human Resource. They pay the salary of the Inspector General in your city hall inside. They pay the Department of what? Planning and Development inside the city hall. They pay the what? Department of Street and Sanitation. They pay the what? The Department of City Transportation, like the road work and all that stuff. Department of Water Management. So in other words, The finance, finance department paid these people's salary. Again, the financial department paid the what? Department of Public Safety and Accountability. The financial department paid what? The Animal Care and Control. The financial department paid for the Department of Building, or sometimes called zoning office or zoning building. And also the financial department paid Department of Housing, and they paid for the Department of Disability, and the financial paid for the traffic court, and the financial department paid for the utility salary. All these departments you see inside the city hall are all independent. They are not part of the city hall. No way, they are actually independent. See right here, unelected official inside your city hall. Right here, this is what you have in your city hall. All these departments that I'm naming are all independent inside your city hall. If you go inside your city hall and ask them if they part of the government or they're independent, most of the time you'll see on their website independent inside the city hall. In New Orleans, where I'm from, the finance department and all these departments that you see right here is actually independent. They are actually independent. The mayor, the only thing mayor do, he may point a director to the department, but the city councilor is the one that vote and confirm their position. Again, the mayor may point, may point a person to the finance department, may point a person to a police chief, he may point a person to the Department of Utility, to the housing, he may point all these people to these positions, but the city councilor is the one that vote for these people to hold these position at the the department, but also it's the city councilor. The city council may, may make a budget, like say give $500 million to the police department, right? But the finance department has the $500 million. You see what I'm saying? The financial department paid for the car and all that stuff. They paid for the fire equipment, the fire department salary. They paid for the building and everything. They paid for the fire hydrant. They paid for everything. So nowhere, if you get arrested by the police officer, well, that police officer is going to take all the information to the financial department, and the financial department going to what? Contact the district attorney office. Right here, the district attorney office inside the city or the county, they're going to work with the financial department. And right there, they're going to charge you. This is why anything the police officer do, the finance department, the finance department involved in the charge and the arrest and the fee and the man-hour service and everything. So nowhere, they are billing you for the arrest. They are billing you for your sentence. You see what I'm saying? They nowhere you fund your own enslavement by the financial department. I want people to understand. The finance department is the most powerful office inside that city hall. You better believe that. Sometimes it could be the budget the budget department. It may be the crime control department. But most of the time, it'll be the finance department that have more power than the police department, more power than the fire department, more power than the Department of Health, more power than the human resource and all that stuff. Because remember this, the finance department paid for all salary. You see what I'm saying? That's what they paid for the city worker and everything. They paid for the road construction inside the city. Any claim, say like a claim, a pothole, the finance department paid for that. If the city did you wrong, or how I say, or if you suing the city, say like you suing the mayor and all that stuff, the finance department handles that lawsuit, not the city treasury. The city treasurer actually supposed to pay the mayor's salary, they supposed to pay the city councilor. While the financial department, they paid for the what? police officer's salary. They pay the fire department salary. They pay the people that work at the housing authority salary. They pay for the people that work at the disability salary. They pay the traffic court salary. They pay the department utility salary. They pay for the people that work at the animal control salary. In other words, the financial pay for all these people's salary inside the city hall. So I want people to understand that if you did not know that the financial department paid for all salary inside the city hall, now you know. This is something they ain't gonna never tell you in what we call public school. They ain't gonna never tell you this in business school. Again, when you get arrested by a police officer or get a ticket, it goes to the financial department. The finance department make the fine, all that stuff for that, for anything. So in other words, murder charge, the finance department involved in that. But a lot of people don't realize that. You get, charged with robbery, the financial department involved in that. If you know what I'm saying, if you get 10 years, 20 years, the financial department involved with that. Y'all better pay attention, man. I'm going to break down many keys. Like I said, those who got eye can see. Those who got ear can hear it. Those who got the tongue can speak it. I can see all three. I can hear all three. I can talk all three. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I really want everybody to understand. City Hall, elected official, unelected official. Elected official, here you go. City councilor. City councilor is the one that got the money. They the one that always say fund what? They fund this, Department of Housing. They fund the Department of Disability, Traffic Court, Department of Utility. They fund the police department. That's right. Like the car, say like the police get a wreck in the car by chasing somebody, right? The financial pay for all that. You see what I'm saying? And remember this is where the city police officer bond and oath at, right here. Nowhere in New Orleans and Louisville, Texas. Now, New Orleans, Louisiana and Louisville, Texas, if I want to go after the city police, not the county sheriff deputy, but the city police officer, if I want to go after them, this is who I go after right here. This is where they oath to uphold the Constitution, and this is where they surety bond or they peace bond at right here. A lot of people want to go to the police department and try to get their bond and oath at the police department. No. Their bonds and oath is right here, y'all. I don't care. It could be in New York City, Chicago, Miami, LA, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Oakland, California, Seattle, Minneapolis, Minnesota, something like that, or St. Paul, Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, Detroit, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Tallahassee, Florida, Jackson, Mississippi, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Again, city police officer, financial department. This is where you'll get their bond and their oath at right there. Not at the police headquarters. Don't go to a police headquarters. No. Get the name of the officer and go to the financial department. This is where you could go after them right there for bad arrest, for kicking your door down, pulling you out of your car. You could go right after them through the financial department. That's right. Cause right here, I know what I'm saying. There's a GSA bond. GSA paper they use, and there's a Office of Management Budget paper they use. Form, but like a GSA form and a OMB form. If you don't know what OMB stands for, it stands for Office of Management Budget form, and I know what they use for arrest, for investigation. They fill this out the police department and they hand it over to the financial. The financial take over all that. They communicate with the city councilor. They communicate with the city attorney or with the county attorney, you know what I'm saying? And they communicate with the state attorney, the AG, the Attorney General of the state. But this is who handle all the city problem right here. say like public health. If public health want to shut down a restaurant and everything, they'll find the restaurant for 520. Say like, you know, the public health, right? They go to a restaurant like fast food or family business, something like that, and they find unsanitation problem. Guess who handles all that for them? Right here, financial department. Again, planning development or human resource. If a human resource is dealing with the public or dealing with any problem, it go back to the financial department. Street sanitation, say like the street sanitation, if you got a complaint, say like you got a complaint, right? The trash not being picked up and all that stuff, well, it due to budget problem or the person pick up a wrong, or you know, pick up the trash or did something to the property. So like the truck ran over your grass and all that stuff. Financial department handled all that problem. That's right, they had a complaint for all these department agencies. The office of Inspector General, right? They investigate bad people inside the department, right? Inside the city hall. Police officer, all that stuff. But guess what? Guess who got power over the Inspector General? The financial department. Cause why they handle, they must pay for the investigation, all that stuff. They pay for the salary of these people to do investigation. Again, the financial department people inside the city hall. That's the most powerful office right there inside City Hall. The second most powerful office is the city councilor. These two right here, that's why I put the city councilor, and the finance department right at the top. The mayor second. The police department second or third or fourth, whatever you want to call it. But I put right here, city councilor. I put right here the finance department. Again, right here. Zoning. Say like you cannot build this on your property and all that stuff. And also, they citate, you know what I'm saying? They citate you, right? You know what I'm saying? They deem your property unfit and all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? It go back to what? Financial department. It go back to the financial department. Again, Department of Utility. They handle all the bill, right? But it still go back to the financial department. Cause again, they pay the salary. They handle all the costs to that utility department. Again, the housing management, right? Department of Housing inside the City Hall. Guess what? They handle all that. They handle the grant and all that stuff. In other words, when a city councilor have a budget, right? They will give mostly to the financial department, and the financial department will give each department a couple $100,000 or millions of dollars for each department to operate. And they handle all complaints, they handle all lawsuits, they handle everything for the city councilor and the mayor. Again, go back to part 3, general obligation bond. I'm gonna break down general obligation bond. How general obligation bond fund the city hall, how it fund the county, the general obligation bond fund the state, and fund the federal. Again, when y'all be tired saying, look, I pay the police officer salary. You don't pay the police officer salary. Again, general obligation bond paid the police salary. It paid all these people's salary right here. The general obligation bond, go to part 3, the video. The general obligation bond paid all these people's salary. Now, where do city council get the money? The city council don't get the money from property tax. The city council don't get the money from beverage sales tax. They don't get the money for none of these stuff. The city council get 800, sometimes they could get $1 billion from the general obligation bond. The general obligation bond give the city councilor, I don't care if you in New Orleans, where I'm from, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana, Houston, Texas, Minneapolis, St. Paul, St. Louis, Kansas City, Topeka, Kansas, Atlanta, Georgia, Macon, Georgia. It could be Columbus, South Carolina, New York City, Buffalo, New York. It could be Boston, Massachusetts. I don't care what city you in. The general obligation bond is the one that gives the bag of money to the city councilor. The city council take that bag of money from the general obligation bond and give it to the financial department, and the finance department get each department of millions of dollars to operate their office. That's right. It get millions of dollars to give to each department inside your city hall. That's right. The money comes from the general obligation bond. You do not pay the city council salary. What happened, the police department and all these departments do is get the money from you. In other words, they'll fine you, they'll write your ticket, they'll cite, you know what I'm saying? They'll give you a citation, right? They will give you citation. They will give you citation, and you have to pay that citation back, right? Like a fine, penalty, stuff. What happened, that money go back to the general obligation bond. In other words, they got their money up front like a credit card loan. In other words, they got a credit card loan from the general obligation bond. And what happened, they take their money, give it to the finance department. The finance department take each money and distribute it to each department inside the city hall. Look at that. I want you to look at that, people. This was inside your city hall. Trust me, this is what inside your city hall. I don't care what city you in. It could be a big mega city. It could be a small city like New York. It could be like a little small town like Jackson, whatever you want to call it, Jackson, Mississippi, whatever. This is what inside your goddamn city hall right here. This is what inside your city hall right here. Again, this is what inside your city hall right here. Again, you do not pay these people salary. I get a kick and a laugh when people say I pay their salary. You don't pay their salary. Go back to part 3 of the video, general obligation bond. Y'all need to understand what's a general obligation bond. This is where the city hall get their money from. The city council is the one that deal with the general obligation bond along with the finance department. The finance department and the city councilor get together. They get a big bag of money from the general obligation bond. But out of gold, silver, this whole thing gonna collapse, y'all. Out of gold, silver, all these departments inside the city hall is going to collapse. Trust me, it's going to collapse because these people are operating on fiat funding money. That's right, funding money created all these agencies inside the city hall. See this right here? This is what funding money created. In other words, the Federal Reserve Bank note is a funding money that we got in our pocket. This is what keep these people alive. But out of gold, silver, they all gonna be unemployed. The general obligation bond gonna be no longer operate on this land in United States for America. Again, United States for American Republican. Again, general obligation bond is no longer gonna be on this land in 2023 and 2024 and beyond forever. Here we go. This is what funding money, aka the Federal Reserve Bank note fund right here. This is your enslavement, y'all. This is what general obligation bond do. It enslave you right here. Now, I got no problem with the fire department. I got no problem with the public health. I have no problem with a couple of these departments inside City Hall. But at the same time, some of these departments gonna have to go. Some can stay, but some gonna have to go. Like I say, on a gold, silver, some of these departments gonna collapse. Now I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna stay around. When gold, silver is back on the land. Department of Sanitation, city transportation, we need that. Water department side of your city hall, we need that right there. You see what I'm saying? We need that. Public health, we need that. But we don't need a public relationship or human resource. That could go. We don't need office inspector general. That could go. We don't need public safety accountability. We don't need that. We need city transportation. I mean, like city, like city street and all that stuff, like to repair road. Repair pothole. Yeah, we need that. We need that side of City Hall. We don't need Department of Administrative Hearing. We don't need that. Now, Department of Animal Control. Now, I got no problem with them. So we probably, still need them, even if it goes silver dollar. You know what I'm saying? We still need them. Building and zoning office. We don't need that because people got a right to build what they want on their property. You know what I'm saying? People got a right to build what they want. The housing authority, we don't need that, you know what I'm saying? Because, people got a right to set the price for their house. I mean, the rent and all that stuff. So we don't need that. Department of disability, we don't need that. I understand that veteran and all that stuff, but we don't need that. Because remember, we didn't have none of these departments before 1933. We didn't have none of these departments. America was doing pretty good without these people. And we don't need goddamn traffic court. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need Department of Utility because right here, utility should be independent, not inside the City Hall. Again, City Hall, elected official. This is right here inside your City Hall. Actually, this is Constitution right here. This is supposed to be Republican right here with the City Court, not Traffic Court, but City Court is Constitution. City Treasurer is Constitution. The Mayor Office Constitution. And the City Councilor is Constitution inside the City Hall. Elected official versus what? Unelected official. And right here is unconstitution. Yeah, even police department, fire department. Remember this, y'all. Police department was independent. You know what I'm saying? They were contract service to the city. And they still do that to this day. Fire was private. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere, back in the day, fire department was private. But nowadays, they all been bought out and became part of what we call the City Hall. But most of the time, all these departments is controlled by this guy right here called Finance Department. And Finance Department is controlled by who? The General Obligation Bond. Again, people, y'all better pay attention when I keep saying that word. I'm going to keep saying that word. It's called General Obligation Bond. General Obligation Bond will control City Hall. It will control your city councilor. It control your mayor. It control your city treasurer and your city court. The General Obligation Bond dictate how they want the city to run, how the fine, the arrest should be made. So when you get arrested, the General Obligation Bond is part of that, y'all. I can tell you right now. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep breaking down more stuff for y'all. But I'm just going to, break down bit by piece so you can understand. Right here. Let's go right here. And go to state office, right? Here go your elected official again. Your elected official, your state treasurer, your state legislature, right? HR, House Representative. You see, I ain't put your state representative right there. The state senator. The state legislature is the House Representative. Now we're going to get back to the House Representative of the state legislature. Your governor, your state secretary, your state attorney general, your state insurance commission, and your state treasurer, and your state agriculture, and the state justice, like the state judge, and the state supreme judge. The state supreme judge and your state appeal judge. You know what I'm saying? Like the appeal court justice. Those are your constitution right there, under your original constitutional law. I always tell people, go to your state first constitution. Don't go to the state second constitution. Don't go to the state third constitution or state fourth constitution. You know what I'm saying? Because what happened, they try to take you away from the original first constitution of the state. To me, Louisiana State Constitution, 1812. I stayed with the first constitution. Texas Constitution is I think, 1832, I think, I believe. But I stick to the original Constitution. I never stick to the second or third Constitution. I always stick to the original Constitution, and I enforce the first Constitution of the land, of the state. Again, elected official, State legislation is your House representative. Now, the reason why I'm going to the state legislation, y'all, House representative, they the one that have the money, not the senator, the state senator. No, the state legislation is the House representative. They the one that control the purse, like the city councilor and the city hall. They control the money bag. Your governor don't. Your state secretary don't. The state attorney general, they do not. The state insurance commission, they do not. The state treasury, even though you got state treasury, but they don't control nothing. The state agriculture, they don't control nothing. Right here is the bad boy or bad girl. Right here, the state legislation, House representative. Now, look what I got right here, y'all. Right here versus who? The state revenue department. The state legislature, House representative in your state, and the state revenue department. Now, why we got state treasury and the state revenue department? Well, I'm going to explain to you why. You cannot have a state police or public safety without the what? State revenue department. Right here in the city hall, you cannot have a police department without what? The financial department. Like in New York. New York have a financial department. The finance department runs the New York City police. The finance department in Chicago runs the Chicago police. The finance department in Los Angeles runs the LA police department. The finance department down there in Miami runs the Miami police department. Now y'all understand? It's like right here. The state revenue department control the state police or the public safety or the state trooper, whatever you want to call it. The reason why I say that, if you get arrested or being handcuffed or charged or resisting arrest, whatever you want to call it, you see what I'm saying? Every day they put on their computer, it transfer right here to the state revenue department. They know about the arrest, you being charged. They know about all these wonderful things. You see what I'm saying? They know about all these things. When the state police pull you out of your car, when the state police book you at the county jail, the state revenue department know about everything. And by the way, this is where they bond to uphold the Constitution Act, and this is where they what? They surety bond at right here, and they Constitution to the oath. It's right here, y'all. It's also right here at the state secretary office too, for the state trooper. But a lot of people don't realize, but the state revenue department really control the your state police. That's right. Everybody got a revenue department in your state. Everybody got that. Trust me, Louisiana got that. Texas got what we call crime controller. So Texas got a crime controller department. Louisiana got a state revenue department, and Louisiana got a state treasury. So I don't know why we got a state treasury in Louisiana and we got a state revenue department. The reason why I say that, because the state treasury supposed to pay the salary of the senator and a House representative. The state treasury supposed to pay the governor's salary. The state treasury supposed to pay the state secretary's salary. The state treasury supposed to pay the state attorney general salary. And they supposed to pay the state insurance commission salary, because these are elected officials. And they supposed to pay the state agriculture salary. And the state treasury supposed to pay the state judge and the state supreme and the state appeal salary. You see what I'm saying? That's who the state treasury supposed to pay. Now, right here, y'all, the State Department of Revenue is an unelected official. They pay the salary for who? They pay the salary for the state police or the state trooper or public safety, whatever you want to call it, inside y'all state. Y'all didn't know that. Now you know now that the State Revenue Department pays who? Salary? Pay for the new car that police be driving. See, like all them patrol cars that y'all see? It come from the Revenue Department. Any damage to the car or to the property of somebody's house, like the police ran over somebody's property and smashed somebody's car. You know what I'm saying? guess who got to pay for all that? The State Revenue Department. If y'all did not know that. Say like the state police or the city police accidentally shoot somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like they shot the wrong person. So in other words, who paid for the lawsuit? Who paid for the medical care? Who paid for all the bills and all that stuff, right? The state revenue for the state police if they did something wrong. And for the city hall, finance department paid for anything that the city police officer do wrong in the city. Now you know, now you know. Again, I'm going to educate everybody. See, a lot of these guys ain't going to teach you all this stuff. I'm going to break it down for you. Again, State Revenue Department is located in your state capital. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it can be outside your state capital. But the State Revenue Department control who? The state police, state trooper. The State Revenue Department control who? The State Health Department. They control the State Department of Transportation, like the road construction for the state road, something like that. They control that. They control the State Alcohol Beverage Commission or license. They control the State Department, the State Park and Wildlife Department. In other words, if you see these law enforcement say Wildlife Department or State Park, the State Revenue control their budget. They purchase their car for them. They purchase their gun, their badge, and all that stuff. In other words, their paycheck comes from the State Revenue Department. Like the State Department of Family and Protection Service, like the people that take your children out of the house or put your children in foster care, the State Revenue Department fund all that. They control that, fund all that. The State Ethnic Commission, the State Revenue Department control that. The State Security Bond, State Security Board, the State Revenue Department controlled that. The State Revenue controlled the License and Regulation Department inside your state. Everybody got this in the state, you know. State Motor Vehicle, in other words, like the driver license, your ID and all that stuff. The State Revenue Department control all that. They control the budget. They pay all these people's salary. All the workers that work at all these departments about the name, they pay for all that salary. They pay for all that. State Department for Criminal Justice. Again, State Revenue Department control all that. And trust me, people, these are not government. These are third-party contracts. You know, when you see that thing say unelected official, as I showed you, these are third-party contractors. These are third-party contractors, and these people do not have immunity. You know what I'm saying? I would debate any college professor, any intelligent people with college degree. I don't got no college degree, and I'm sticking to old law. I'm sticking to the first Constitution. I'm sticking to the state first Constitution. I'm sticking to the old law, and I would shut them down any day. Again, the State Revenue, the State Revenue Department controls the Motor Vehicle Department. The State Revenue Department controls who? The Criminal Justice. The State Revenue Department controls who? The State Department of Board and Parole and partner and parole, like the probation and all that stuff. That's right. If y'all didn't know that, these people's salary come from the what? Revenue Department. Again, it comes from the Revenue Department. That's right. When you violate your parole and all stuff, them guys come in them parole card or probation card, all them cards were funded by what? Revenue Department. Again, their paycheck and their retirement check, their pension, their benefit, it comes from the State Revenue Department. Again, it comes from the Revenue Department. You know what I'm saying? When people go through a board hearing, the parole hearing and all that stuff, the State Revenue Department fund that. You know what I'm saying? They fund that, control that. And here we go, Public Utility Commission Department, again, located in your state. And guess what? The State Revenue Department controls this. They pay the salary of the commission. They pay the salary of the operation to run the department. All the department I'm naming, the Revenue Department control and fund all the department I'm naming. Again, State Animal Health Commission Department. Now, why we got this, and we got State Agriculture. Ain't State Agriculture supposed to be part of the animal and the farm? But while we got this right here, it don't make no sense. But again, a lot of states have this. Louisiana got that. Texas got that where I live at right now. You know what I'm saying? They got a state animal health commission department. But guess what? State revenue department controlled that. Again, you got state medical board department. Again, state revenue board fund the operation. They fund the building. They fund everything at that office. Again, state lottery commission. Again, state revenue department control that, run that, pay the people's salary. They pay for the building, they pay the light bills and all that stuff. That's right. Revenue State Department pay all the light bill for the department. They pay all the salary. They pay their pension. You know what I'm saying? They pay for all these people's salary. They retirement. All that stuff comes from the State Revenue Department, y'all. Y'all better understand what I'm trying to break down to you. Again, then you got the State Health and Human Service Commission Department. Again, the State Revenue Department control that and run that. Again, now, where do the State Revenue Department and the state legislature, House Representatives, get the big bag of money to fund all these so-called unelected goddamn ass agencies? All these unelected agencies. All these unelected bureaucrat agencies. Again, go back to part 3, general obligation bond. In other words, in Louisiana, the state legislature on the House floor, they may get a budget or a loan, I like to call it a fiat loan from the general obligation bond. They might get what we call $900 million budget. And what happened, the state legislature give the money to the State Revenue Department. The State Revenue Department is the one who break down all the $900 million and give it to each department according to their need, and according to the paycheck, according to the expense, the equipment, like the state police car, the wildlife new car, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, it pay all the salary right here. In other words, the general obligation bond paid their salary too. The general obligation bond paid the governor's salary. It paid the state secretary's salary. It paid the state attorney's salary. It paid the state insurance commission salary. It paid the state secretary treasury's salary. You know what I'm saying? It paid the state agriculture salary. It paid all the state judge, including the supreme judge in your state and the appeal judge in your state. They paid all these people's salary. The general obligation bond paid all these people's salary. You do not pay these people's salary. I always hear people say, I'm a taxpayer. I pay. No, you don't pay their salary. I'm going to keep breaking it down to you. Go back to part 3, where these people don't have no immunity. Their salary come from the general obligation bond. If you understand general obligation bond, you understand why you paying tax. Paying tax when you really ain't paying their salary. You're not paying their salary. I always hear people, I pay your salary. You know, I'm a taxpayer. I paid for this, I paid for that. You didn't pay for none. It came from the general obligation bond. Now, the general obligation bond must give the money to who? The state legislature House, not the Senate. The House is the one that get the money and distribute it to the State Revenue Department, and State Revenue Department give it to all these departments inside the state that you live in. They give it to all these people right here. And what happened, these people turn around, must collect these money from you to pay it back general obligation bond. No word, look, when you pay a fine, when you pay a penalty, when you pay court costs, when you pay probation, parole, officer, when you pay your license fee, your driver license, all that money go back to the general obligation bond. That money don't go back to the state treasury. Bullshit. I'm gonna say it again. The money that you pay, the fee and all that stuff, so like you pay for your driver license, say like you got the state health board coming to your restaurant or your business and fine you $5,000. You know what I'm saying, for all these. You know what I'm saying, pay, fine you right there, and you pay $5,000 to the inspection, right? You pay $5,000, right? Guess what? That $5,000 go back to the general obligation bond. It go back to the general obligation bond. Y'all better pay attention, man. When you go to these traffic court and pay these so-called traffic fine and all that stuff, it go back to the general obligation bond. Meaning nowhere, it's just like this. The city hall got a big old fat check. The state the state office got a big old fat check. And now what they're doing is trying to pay the general obligation bond back. Nowhere, they're gonna fine you, cite you, penalize you. You know what I'm saying? Make you pay for court card, pay for attorney fees, cause all that money go back to the general obligation bond. Y'all better pay attention. And see right here, there are most state department I ain't put on here. You see what I'm saying? There are most state department I did not put on here. Man, y'all be surprised, man. That's a whole lot of state department inside your state. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is a fraction. I'm giving you, this is a fraction. Again, City Hall. Who controls the bag of money? City Councilor. The state. Who controls the bag of money? The state legislature, aka the House Representatives. The state senators don't control no money. The money is controlled by the House Representatives who give money to who? To the State Revenue Department. The State Revenue, State Revenue Department control all these departments inside the state. All these people that you see right here, all these departments you see right here, all these back to right here, to right here. The governor only do one thing, appoint and sign law. State secretary certify all election, certify all case, and all that stuff. State attorney must represent the state legislature. The state treasury, I don't know why the state treasury is around when you got this right here. You know, really, the state treasury is supposed to pay the salary for the state legislature, the state senator, the state house representative. They're supposed to pay the salary for the governor. They're supposed to pay the salary for the state secretary. They're supposed to pay the salary for the attorney general of the state. They're supposed to pay the salary for the insurance commission and the state application and all the judge, all the state judge and the supreme judge and the appeal judge of the state. They're supposed to pay them people's salary right there. But actually, I suspect, it's just my personal opinion, I suspect they don't pay shit. They don't really pay nothing. I believe this right here paid their salary. That's why I say they don't have no immunity. Again, all these people right here, you see right here, unelected officials. These are third-party contractors on the state side. All these departments I'm showing you, all these are third-party contractor. In other words, they are third-party consultant. That's all they is, third-party consultant. Y'all need to look that up, man. Third-party consultant. That's what these people are. Third-party consultant, harassing you in your business, harassing you at your house. These are third-party consultants. Again, right here, third-party consultant inside the City Hall. Right here, finance department, budget department, whatever you want to call them. Police department, fire department. All these are third-party consultants. Again, inside your City Hall. Third-party consultant. That's all they is, third-party consultant. Contract with the city councilor, contract with your state representative. That's all it is. That's all that is, third-party consultant, man. That's all that is. You look at that, unelected official, third-party consultant. They got no immunity when I go after them. Again, on the state side, they got no immunity. All right. Now you understand, y'all. Because, man, I want people to go back to that part 3 video. Third-party consultant. Why I say they got no immunity. You see what I'm saying? I'm breaking it down to y'all, but I'm going to keep breaking it down to y'all how arrests work, how you being charged and all that stuff. I'm going to break it down to you. Like I said, when you get arrested and be convicted, I promise you, on state charge, the state revenue department involved in your state charge. Know where you got state felony? I guarantee they got all, you know what I'm saying? They got all the fees to find from there. The center is all right here. I promise you that. If you did not know, now you know. Like I said, I got eyes and ears and tongue. I can see and hear and speak it. Y'all can. Now I look at the federal, y'all. Now we're gonna go to the federal side, right? Federal office. Here we go. We got legal, the U.S. Congress, the House Representative. Even though we got the U.S. Senator, but I like to stick to the house, cause why? The bag of money is always on the house floor, y'all. It's not on the Senate floor. It's like on the state side, the bag of money in your state is on the house floor, not the state senator. I don't care about the state senator side. In your city hall, the bag of money is at the city council, not the fucking mayor. The mayor, I care less about the mayor in the city. I care about the city council because they control the bag. The state side, I care about the house of the state, not the state senator. On the federal side, I care about the House representative. That's why Trump said the most powerful position is the House, not the states, not the U.S. Senator side. It's the House representative side. It's the most powerful. Why? This is where you got the committee at. This is where you got the hearing at. This is where you got the bag of money at. Again, the House floor is more powerful, y'all, in your state and on the federal side. In the city and county, say like the county side, the county commission controls the bag of money for the county. Always remember that your county commission controls the bag of money. Your city councilor. Your state, your House representative. Your state House floor, not the state senator floor. The state House floor controls the money. That's where you want to go after. Your president, the U.S. Supreme, the U.S. Appeal Court, the U.S. Federal Court, the U.S. Marshal, the U.S. Navy, the U.S. Army, and the U.S. Treasury, and the U.S. Attorney General. Now, the reason why I got these right here, I don't have the Air Force up here. I don't have the Coast Guard. I don't have the Border Patrol. These are really not part of the U.S. Constitution. This is part of the U.S. Constitution. Again, this is legal. On the Constitution, this is legal. The U.S. Congress, the President, excuse me, the U.S. Supreme, the U.S. Appeal Court, the U.S. Federal Court, the U.S. Marshal, the U.S. Navy, the U.S. Army, the U.S. Treasury, the U.S. Attorney is legal. I'm going to tell you what's not legal. IMF, International Monetary Fund, Federal Reserve Bank, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Internal Revenue Service, Alcohol, Tobacco, Fire, Explosive Bureau, Agriculture Department, the Bureau of Prison, Capitol Police. That's right. You wouldn't have had Capitol Police. These people were created later on in the 20th century, something like that. The Coast, what this is right here. I forgot what the hell I put right here. Oh, the Coast Guard. Yeah, the Coast Guard. Really, man, the Navy supposed to be the Coast Guard. It's supposed to be the Navy, not the U.S. Coast Guard. So we ain't supposed to really have. They supposed to have the Navy and your state National Guard. Department of Education. Man, this is one of the biggest criminal out of all the criminal besides the IMF. But the Department of Education is a criminal organization, y'all. We don't need them. Get rid of them. You got the Bureau of Land Management, the BML. Get rid of them. We don't need them. They're criminal. You got the Central Intelligence Agency. CIA ain't up with a criminal gangster. Department of Homeland Security. They ain't up with a criminal gangster right there. Department of Housing and Urban Development. One of your biggest problems in America. These criminals right here stealing land, selling land to foreign people overseas. Criminal bastard. All right, we got Border Patrol. We don't need a Border Patrol. The sheriff that located down, at these border cities and all that stuff, the sheriff should be there. Or the U.S. Army. You know what I'm saying? Border Patrol just came along around the mid-18 or after the Civil War. But that, the Border Patrol is unconstitutional, y'all. The Drug Enforcement Administration, straight up unconstitutional. The Food Drug Administration, straight up unconstitutional. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, straight up 100%, unconstitutional. AK, all these people are third-party contractors, y'all. That's what they is. They are third-party consultant. These are third-party consultant, man. They should not be here. They are third-party consultant. Again, we got what? Environmental Protection Agency. Again, these are third-party consultant. Third-party consultant. Health and Human Service Department, you know what I'm saying? Again, third-party consultant. Department of Education, third-party consultant. Again, Security Exchange Commission, third-party consultant, operate illegal on the land. And right here, y'all, look, there are so many unelected, illegal, not part of the what? U.S. Constitution government, y'all. No, where we got illegal right here. Look at this, y'all. This is illegal. All this right here, illegal, 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 illegal. Man, there's so many agents, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't had enough room to put all these so-called federal agent government department down here. But man, it seems like they got 1,000 department, man. And God bless Trump, man. You know, Trump gonna get rid of all these suckers. You know what I'm saying? And the new Congress, you know what I'm saying, all conservative, pro-life, you know, I mean, you know, we're gonna get rid of all these unelected agents. Man, look at this, y'all. Man, all these people are unelected agency, unelected, 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 unelected agents, unelected, unelected. These are third-party consultant contractor. That's all these is. Third-party foreigner. That's all these. That's all these. These are third-party, y'all. And right here, this is what giving y'all problem on this land of Republican. Right here. The IMF controls the Federal Reserve, y'all. The reason why I got the IMF right next to the House floor, the House, Congress on the House, IMF work together. Congress come out with the budget, say like $4 trillion. Guess who get that money? 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 IMF get that money. Then the IMF strip all these money to all these departments. Congress don't do that. IMF get all that money from the Congress on the House floor. They ain't gonna never tell you that. They get that money. They pay all the salary for all these people. You don't pay the salary. You don't pay the salary. No word, no word. IMF print the money and give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere Congress just make up a number, IMF just print the money up. The IMF don't need no general obligation bond. The state need that, the county need that, the city need the general obligation bond to operate in their area. But on the federal side, the IMF just print the money and pay these people salary. All these departments that you see right here, all these departments you see right here, IMF fund all their salary. They fund all their retirement. You do not fund their retirement. You know what I'm saying? Like Social Security check, disability check, you know what I'm saying? Welfare check. IMF pay your Social Security. Your IRS refund check, IMF pay you for that. No, you don't pay no tax. All that tax money goes to the England and Rome. That's it. Your tax don't go help America. It don't. That's why I don't pay no tax. I said I don't pay no tax. And I'm going to show y'all what I'm about to do against the IRS. I ain't paying no I'm not going to pay no tax. This is right here, y'all. Right here. Now, look. What happened, again, when Congress said, give me $4 trillion budget, and they passed the House floor, while Senate may add some goodies to the side, but it go back to the House floor. The House floor approved the bill, and they become budget, right, to operate all these criminals on the illegal side. And what happened, the IMF take that $4 trillion promise note, and what they'll do, they'll create bond, and what they'll do, they'll attach that to all, they'll attach that to prison labor. You see what I'm saying? And what they'll do is sell these bond on the oil market. They'll sell this bond through what we call a loan, like when you sign a credit card loan, when you sign a car note loan, house loan, what they'll do, they'll take that loan and package it part of the $4 trillion. And what happened, foreign investors buy the T-note or the treasury note, and what happened, you're paying the IMF back, or the International Monetary Fund back through payment, like car note payment, house payment, rent payment, insurance, all that stuff. You're paying the people back through the IMF, and IMF said that to the Saudi, they said that to the Japan, all that stuff. But people are waking up around the world. Some of these foreign countries are waking up and realize they don't want no more T-Treasury, because that's all it is. I owe you nothing. You see what I'm saying? It's backed by nothing. It's backed by human trafficking. That's why a lot of countries are going to BRIC Nation. And like I said, BRIC Nation is going to destroy the IMF and the Federal Reserve Bank. But also, guess what BRIC Nation is going to destroy? FBI, the IRS, it's going to destroy the ATF, it's going to destroy all these agencies, all these unelected agencies. That's right, they're going to destroy all these unelected agencies right here. The BRIC Nation, because right here, funny money created all this, y'all. I'm going to tell you right here, the Federal Reserve print up money, created all these agencies. All these unelected agencies, man. The Federal Reserve Bank, no, the IMF created all these goddamn crazy ass departments. They created all these departments. But when Trump get back in office and we got the new money that's backed by gold, silver, guess what, y'all? All these offices are gonna close down. No, we're gonna go back to 10% government. We're going to go back to 10% government. You stay, we're going to go back to 10% state. We're going to go back to 10% in the city hall. Everything going to go back to 10%. Because remember this, all these departments that you see, I'm showing you, are not part of the state. It's not part of the federal. It's not part of the city. It's not part of your county. Most of these people are third-party consultants. They offer service to the House floor and the Senate. Meaning, nowhere, if a Congress passes a bill, say like a criminal bill or a civil bill or a maritime bill or a financial bill, them bill is to attack you, me, you, the people. And what happened? They said they left the third-party contractor to attack you. This who attack us. Nowhere. This is the enemy right here that get the budget to them, and these people come right here and attack us. Again, these people are attacking us all because of the House floor. The House and the Senator passed a bill, got approved, got signed, and now the people coming after us. You know what I'm saying? No word, you don't pay these people salary, man. IMF pay these people salary. Stop saying you pay their salary, man. Stop that shit. You don't pay their salary. Again, when the state pass a crime bill or state pass any type of law, from the House to the Senate floor, when they pass a bill, that bill is not a good bill. In other words, that bill is to attack you in the state. Say like I live in Texas, right? If they pass a bill, I guarantee that bill is to attack me. And who gonna attack me? One of these departments right here is gonna attack me. They're gonna knock on my door because of that new bill. You see what I'm saying? This is why I say, y'all voted for y'all slaving. In other words, these people need to be kicked out of office. You know what I'm saying? See right here? That's who's gonna attack me right here. But I know how to go after them. And what I'm going to do is make a video to show you how you could go after these people. Because I'm about to go after the IRS. I'm going to show y'all something. You know what I'm saying? My style unique. I don't do no something for value. I don't do no 1099. I'm not doing none of that stupid ass shit. I'm going to go after them. I'm not going to do none of that shit. I'm not going to do 1099A, all that stupid ass shit. I'm not going to do 1099 OID. I'm not going to do none of that stuff. I'm not going to do a 1040 or 1041, all that stuff. I'm not going to do none of that crazy shit. You don't need to do none of that crazy shit. You don't need to do none of that stuff. Again, City Hall. If a city councilor passed a law and the mayor signed the law, guess who's going to attack you of that new law? Guess who's going to attack you? Right here going to attack you. This one's going to attack you right here. They're going to harass you on the street. They're going to harass you in your car. They're going to harass you in your business. Right here. Now what? They pass laws to fuck you up. They pass law to harass you right here. Right here, that's what they do. See it? See right here? Now, y'all need to go back to part 3. Again, and remember this. When these unelected officials unelected official from the city hall, unelected official from the state side, and the illegal or unelected official on the federal side, they can never bypass the U.S. Constitution, Article 4, Section 1, Section 2, and Section 4. They can never bypass that, y'all. And most of all, nobody from the third party consultant agency, third party contract, they can never bypass the most powerful office in the land, more powerful than state office, more powerful than the federal office. They can never bypass the county clerk court office, y'all. See right here, it's a deed recording, marketing, and conveyor office. Y'all pay understand, y'all county is the most powerful office. See right here, they cannot bypass the county clerk recording office. They cannot bypass that. They cannot bypass that, man. They cannot bypass that. See right here, they cannot bypass that. Again, unelected official, they cannot bypass the county clerk recording office. On your state side, they cannot bypass your county where you live at. I don't care about the city. It's like right here, I live in Louisville, Texas, right? But the county is Dent County. The county is Dent. Dent County is the county I live in, where Louisville, Texas is located at. In New Orleans Parish is the parish. In other words, we don't have county Louisiana, but we got parish. So in other words, nobody cannot bypass the Orleans Parish clerk office. You cannot bypass that. If they want to go after me, they cannot bypass the county clerk recording office. See right here, they cannot bypass that. They cannot bypass that. Even, you know what I'm saying? Look, even I win a lot, say like I won $20,000, right? Well, guess what? Look, they got to record that I won $20,000 in my county. They got to record the winning. You see what I'm saying? That's right. A lot of y'all don't realize that, but if I want to find out who, you know what I'm saying, who won lottery and everything, all I do go to the county, find out who won a lawsuit, who won a lawsuit. I can find out who won a lawsuit. Again, right here. None of these people cannot bypass what? They can never bypass what? Right here, y'all. Y'all need to understand this office right here in your county. Nobody cannot escape this. It's like a black hole. I like to call this the black hole. You know what I'm saying? It's like a powerful gravity. It pulled everybody in. It pulled all the State Department in. It pulled all the federal department in. All the so-called unelected department, they pull all them in a trap. It's like a quicksand. You know, it's a quicksand, a black hole. You can't escape it. You know what I'm saying? See right here on the federal side, guess what? County clerk recording office got control of all these people. If these people come in your county, I don't care about the city. Again, I don't care about the city. I care about the county clerk recording office. If these people come in your county, they cannot bypass that county clerk recording office. They must go to that clerk recording office with a complaint, with a warranty, with a charge, with a citation, with a fine. They must go to that county clerk recording office. And guess what, y'all? And you always can undo that. See this right here, y'all? Right here. Look at that. There are so many unelected department agency, man. Y'all be surprised, man. But again, look. They cannot bypass that county clerk recording office. Again, go back to part 3. Go back to part 3. Part 3. Third-party consultant. That's what they is. They're a third-party contractor, third-party consultant. And most of all, general obligation bond. The general obligation bond. Again, deportation. If anybody got deported, where you're a veteran or you served the country and you fought for your life and all stuff, you know what I'm saying? You fought for the country, guess what? I need to know which county that convicted you, and I always could go right here, do that deportation. In other words, look, I say like somebody already got deported, right? You know what I'm saying? Look, if somebody got deported, say back to Jamaica, or somebody got deported back to Haiti, or somebody got deported back to China, or somebody got deported back to somewhere in Africa, or somewhere back in Europe, all I need to know what county that you got convicted in, and I can undo that and undo that deportation. Meaning, in other words, the federal had to remove the deportation record. You see what I'm saying? Once I remove the conviction from the county that you got convicted in, guess what? You can come back to the country. But what I would not do for is child predator, human trafficker, and big time drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? I despise them people right there. You know what I'm saying? I despise human trafficking. I despise child predator, human trafficker, pimp, prostitution. I despise that. That's the laws of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I rather, you know what I'm saying, do it for a person that did burglary. Say like a person did burglary, right? He got convicted and he did his time. Then he got deported, say Nicaragua. He got deported back to Colombia or Panama. Well, sure. Oh, I didn't know what county and you know what state is that county located at, and I could go back to county, undo that conviction, remove his name from the public record, and guess what? Guess what? Once that's removed from the county record, guess what? He can come back. Cause why? The conviction is being removed. Again, it's somebody in state prison. There are a couple things I look for to get somebody out of state prison. First thing I look for, the page number, the book number, the volume, and the index number. The reason why I say that, this is where your mugshot should be at, this is where your fingerprint should be at, this is where the sentence or the judgment order is at, this is where the motion should be at, where the judge had motion, the prosecutor had motion. This is where the police affidavit and the transcript should be at. Once I get that, I can undo that quick. Get somebody out of state prison. On probation parole, same thing. You know, let's say like your car got repossessed, right? Let's say if your car gonna get repossessed, guess what? If your car get repossessed, guess what? Repossessed tow company cannot tow your car without the what? County Clerk Recorder offer. That's right. Again, repossess cannot what? Take, you know what I'm saying? Take your car without what? First filing with the what? County Clerk Recorder office. Right here. That's right there. A bounty hunter cannot kick down your door, even if you jump bail and they're looking for you in another county or in the same county. But they still cannot escape this here. That's right. A bounty hunter and a bail bond cannot escape this. They cannot. It's like a black hole. Again, all this is like a black hole, man. A police arrest you for murder, robbery, gangbanger, they cannot escape this. State police can arrest you on state charge, but they cannot escape this. They cannot escape this right here. No federal agency like FBI, CIA, ATF, IRS, they cannot escape this. This is a black hole right here. That's right. They cannot escape this. BLM, FDA, the Drug and Food Administration, they cannot escape this. They cannot escape this. No, sir. They cannot escape this. They cannot escape this right here, y'all. The county clerk court office right here. They cannot escape the county clerk recording office right here. Again, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my link in there for y'all so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. Like I said, they cannot escape none of this, man. But I'm going to break it down some more, man. But this is on a small part right here. This is part 4. All right, y'all, I'm out.